Line Pond Beats Production.
No, 3 minutes. 3 minutes right now. 3 minutes.
Our show, we don't know nothing. We talking about some crazy stuff.
This is a Line Pond Beats Production.
Trying to take notes so I can.
This is a Line Pond Beats Production. This is a Line Pond Beats Production. Lion Pond Beats Production. It's the Lion Pond Beats Production.
The best live stream in the city.
The Signal 27 Show. The Signal 27 Show.
The best live stream podcast in the city.
What's going on, y'all? This is the Signal 27 Show. We are back this this week. I love you, baby. I really do. As you can see, we can see our PVC pipe that's right there in the background. You gotta love it, huh? Let's move this over here this way.
Well, you told me to adjust the other one, not that one. So.
Yeah, got me over here shaking. I'm twerking. I can't even. I can hold up, y'all.
Oh my God.
Is that right?
Good help is hard to find, ain't it?
Okay, there we go. I pray that our guest camera
Hey.
is right on them. Is it? It's not? Okay, well, first and foremost, I want to thank you all for tuning into the Signal 27 Show in the community this week. As you can see, we have none other than Tay and Robbie Dickinson of Dickinson Adventures that's in the house. Y'all say what's going on.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Oh, Keita.
What happened?
No, you was fine. I pressed the wrong button.
I was about to say,
I just wanted to see. I just wanted to see what you was gonna say. I just wanted to see what you was gonna say.
Oh my gosh. I was about to run and fix it.
No, you was right. You was right. No, you did good. I appreciate y'all. For all y'all don't know, Keita, she was helping me out. She's trying to be like a helper on the engineering side of the game.
I'm your hot assistant.
So
Give me
yeah, you know. That's right. So she was helping me out with setting up the entire system, you know, and I appreciate her for wanting to learn how to do that because it'd be kind of stressful at times. As you can see, like I was having issues with one of the computers from starting and stuff and everything like that.
And
Now,
for the record, we didn't have no issues
And I'm winded.
until he started messing with it. Because I had it straight. I'm just saying. I'm looking to the camera. I had it.
yeah. So,
All right.
Okay, so if we was to talk about how well you had it straight, one computer cut off because it wasn't plugged up.
The most basic part wasn't done.
yeah.
But you know how my mind works. The hard stuff is easy. The easy stuff is hard. What do you want me to do?
I agree. You right. The easy stuff.
You didn't tell me to plug the computer up.
But it just it's something that like. Listen, maybe it might
Hey.
need electricity. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you, babe. I thank you for all that you do.
You're so welcome, Shelby.
You know what I'm saying? Would you like some gummy bears? Because I got some on the floor.
Wow.
You know? No.
That's
No,
your
okay.
thing. No, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. As you all know, the Signal 27 in the community showcases things that's going on within the city of Jacksonville and beyond. This week, I felt a need to have some individuals that come in that's doing some things that's in our community that we don't really hear about. You know what I mean? And I was thoroughly impressed because I watched their videos. I know I'm not obviously going to Tanzania, so I'm not going to Tanzania. And then they have the land, but just us as a people, just having the hardships of trying to get land in the United States to be able to do what you all are doing is something that we need to know about. Somebody has to be the forefront to be able to teach us for it to be easier for us. You know what I mean? So I want to know first and foremost, because I first met you all, I was in one of you all's plays. I was doing comedy at one of you all's plays. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you so much.
He was good too.
cool.
He was real good.
Yeah, that's how we met. You know what I mean? But when they doing the plays, there ain't no playing around. It ain't no jokes or
right.
nothing.
That's
I
right.
seen them coming through, change the clothes. I was like, wait, what you? Y'all got to get in there and get it done, you know. But it was an outstanding play. I enjoyed myself. I appreciate you all allowing me to do some comedy for you all in your intermission. It was great. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. But I want to know more about you all. So give us some insight of what you all do, because I was like, okay, well, you had rehearsals at you all's business, which was like a hair. It's like a barbershop, right? Or was it?
Yeah, one of our cast members owns a barbershop, so he allowed us to rehearse in his place.
Oh,
So
okay.
that
Well,
was a
that's
blessing,
good.
and yeah, that was a sponsorship from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, MK McFly.
MK
Show off
Marty.
cuts.
Marty McFly. Okay. Well, yeah, that'll work. Well, that's good. He one of us.
Oh,
No,
make sure.
No, I'm just saying, is he one of us or is he? Okay, because I just want to know if he black. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like just out
No,
there.
he was in the play. He was the pimp / model.
Oh,
manager.
was he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun. But I was like, so I want to know a little bit more about you all. How did you all, first of all, meet? What made you all want to do this particular type of journey? As far because I think this is like I don't know nobody.
I know. We want a journey like them. Don't
Right.
you want a journey?
I want a journey. I do. Because I ain't gonna even lie to you. We tried to do a box garden in the back.
We didn't try. We did it successfully. Well, my stuff grew, our kale, and we ate off of it 3 whole times, like a bunch of beautiful, delicious, fresh kale. However, my daughter and Leroy had tomatoes and cucumbers. The tomatoes did pretty good, and the cucumbers did not do well. So, you hate
And
cucumbers?
as you can say, cucumbers.
Oh, yeah.
Brown-rice tomatoes does good. The greens do good, but certain stuff you got to have that eye on them. It got to be the right everything going on for them to come out just right.
Oh, okay. So that might have been what my issue was, because I went out there and put them in the ground and walked away.
Right. Not the fact that you
they-
just neglected him.
Yeah.
Not the fact that he just neglected the thing.
So you just can't set it and forget it. That's what you're saying.
No oven ready.
Oh man. So give us some insight. What got you all started and wanting to farm and have your own land and things like that?
Yeah. Okay. Well, the natural journey really started with me doing hair. So I'm a master cosmetologist.
Yes.
So I specialize in natural hair and using natural products. So I was always trying to educate people at like hair shows and stuff. So I've always been into like entertainment. But I used to like style hair, and then I add in some music and some poetry. You know, I add different things with it. Because we've always been like performers. Me and Robbie grew up in church. We grew up singing in church our whole life.
Oh,
so-
Lord, I done cuss as soon as they came in this room, too. You ain't even tell me.
It's okay.
You ain't
But,
even tell
yeah.
me. All right.
No,
I'm sorry.
How's that? Listen,
It's all right.
listen.
I say shit sometimes.
Bless you. Bless you.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
But yeah, well, with that, I wrote a book teaching people how to make like their own hair and skin products.
Ooh.
And this was before we got the land. But then, you know, we started thinking like we need to start doing this stuff. Like we need to change our life, you know, the way I'm trying to teach people in the book. So it made us start looking for different avenues and different ways so we could live more natural. And I had a family member talking about, oh, well, you can get this land, you know, you just put this money down and you can pay every month. So I went on the website, you know, looking around, and one piece of land just kind of stuck out to me. So, you know, we went out there, checked it out, went ahead and purchased. And then a few months later, we was on lockdown.
Oh, yeah.
So everything like really shut down for us, and we're self-employed, so we had to do something.
Right.
And that's why we went out to the land, and we just been going ever since.
Yes. Okay.
So
You didn't answer the first question.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He said where we met at.
Oh, yeah, that part.
He trying to go
That
there.
part. Let it
Oh, that's-
shine, bro.
Oh man, he trying to be funny.
Talking
Well,
to
you
the
go
words,
ahead.
Robbie. Tell us what had happened.
Yeah. How did you all? Yeah.
So I
love
was
it.
out at one of Jacksonville finest clubs, La Villa.
I don't think I've ever been to that.
Ain't no been
Let me
David.
drink my water on this part.
That's on Moncrief area. That's where that's at, right? Oh, okay. So, and I was going outside to the chicken truck, Cherish truck. Oh, that's another black brother that had been
truck.
around for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, and he and I had this plate of chicken with me, and somehow that chicken smell drew the young lady to me.
Come on, chicken.
Huh?
Hey.
Hey,
talked,
chicken.
We talked that night, and then we didn't talk for a couple of nights, a week or two, and then I guess she said she was clearing out her phone.
Huh.
You know how you clear out the, and she ain't talked to me yet, so she called me up, asked me to do some stuff with her. We went out and did some things, and we've been together since.
I think we should.
Aw.
What kind of? Well,
You made me an omelet and he wafted some chicken past her.
it's food.
Ain't that a blessing? Look at
Yeah,
God.
that's how that. So I
Come
was.
on, chicken.
I've known Keita since the military.
Yeah.
And
Hashtag
well, not high school.
stalker.
No, high school. I've known her since high school, right? But I always had a crush on her. Like, it's like, but I had a crush on her, but I knew other people who liked her, and I'm like, I didn't have no confidence in myself whatsoever. So I'm like, I'm just gonna let it pass. You know what I mean? But I went into the military and started exercising and started feeling myself. Feeling myself.
You forgot the other part though.
Back.
You left the most interesting part out of how everywhere I went, you was like, okay,
Hey, listen,
little stairwells in the school that I normally didn't take. Bam, he there every time. That part. Hashtag stalker. I was like, hello.
Listen, it don't.
He calls it aggressively seeking, but whatever.
Yeah,
The law calls it stalking.
Yeah, but listen,
Class
don't.
ain't on this floor.
Yeah, but I passed every class I didn't have. Is what you know what I mean? So, after I went to the military, I got a little confidence about myself. I just called up and was like, listen, how you doing? We just started talking and vibing. You know what I'm saying? And then she said she wasn't feeling too good one day. I guess she was feeling down. I said, when I come up there, I'm going to take you out. And then I came up there and I took her out. I know exactly what we went to go see. We went to go see Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo.
I can't believe I sat through that foolishness, girl.
It was, but I fed her though, so it allowed her to. We went to what was it, Ben Again's? It was Ben Again's we went to for dinner, and I took her to go see Deuce Bigelow. I didn't care about the movie. I was just happy that I was sitting next to her. And then I walked her out. She had a little Tweety jacket on, and the next thing you know, she said, "You gonna be mine." That's exactly what she said.
And
out of her
then?
mouth. And we've been trying to up. We've been trying to.
That's
up
what she
each
did
other
say.
ever-
She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna tell you." You told him,
I love it.
yeah,
just a little bit. See,
You told him he was the one. ain't you?
right, but it don't. See, we try. We put our best foot forward, and you see how they take the whole leg. So it be that way, you know.
We are queens. We boss queens. We could do what we wanted to.
You right. I'm not complaining.
It
I'm
worked,
not
didn't it?
complaining at
Didn't
all.
it?
Hey, 20 years in, coming January 4th. Am I right? 20 years in. Yeah.
Hey, how long y'all been married?
We've been married 9 years.
Oh, good. Yay.
Yeah. So I mean, I
Come
like
on,
black
Black
love.
love.
That's right.
Come on.
Pop go to Weasel because the Weasel go pop. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's not the
No,
good.
you
That's
should
not the
just
right
ask
thing.
that
Okay,
was.
I apologize.
I think that's a little part of love.
Hey, it gotta be. If it ain't no popping of the Weasel,
Oh my gosh,
The
man.
weasel won't get popped.
hello, thank you.
Your wife
what I'm
said you was
talking
gonna
about.
entertain this foolishness.
That's
She
what I'm
told us.
talking about.
I
you
did
know?
give you a warning.
You did.
Yeah. So, in reference to the actual purchase of the land, how difficult was getting the land at all? What kind of struggles did you have to go through just to be able to own land in the city?
I will say, she's the business person, but I can say from my standpoint that it's a lot easier than what we think.
Oh, okay.
So just like going to Africa, it's a lot easier than what we think. We have something called From the Hoods to the Woods. We ain't really started all the way yet, but it's us just talking about how you don't have to be. This where we came from, the hoods, and all in between. So that's where we made it from. We went to Tanzania from the hood. We didn't go from a 30, 40,000 savings held up. No, we had what we had. See, it was time. She said she wanted to go. We was blessed with the money to get there and to take care of ourselves.
Come on. Yes. How long did y'all stay?
A month.
Oh, nice.
And elaborate. How
All
was your
on a
experience?
budget.
How was the experience? Because our next door neighbors are from Tanzania.
I think
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I would say we had the best experience because we had the real experience.
Okay.
Like I say, we went on a budget. We didn't stay in the hotels
resorts.
guarded up with everything in resorts. We did Airbnbs. We stayed in hotels some, but we did Airbnbs when we first got there. We knew someone that we talked to, like as a partnership, a mentorship type thing. So we went and stayed with a host for a week or so, and started learning some things, and then we went off on our own. We went from one end of Tanzania to the other, so we went all over Tanzania, and we got to see the real. We wasn't trapped in a hotel. We got to see how the people really were, how prices were. People at the hotel were paying. It was still cheap, probably $10 for a really big meal. Well, we were eating with the people, and we were paying $2.50 for both of us together to eat.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, in American dollars.
Oh,
Yeah, of course.
And their dollars, it was, our dollars is, so $1 to us is how much to them, babe? I love messing with her. She told me I was gonna do this, and she said,
I told them before we came in here, but I think it's like around 20,000 shillings or something like that.
Wow.
a shilling. Okay, so you probably can get quite a bit. It's kind of like when we take $1 to McDonald's, at least the food that you're getting over there has substance. You
Yes,
know what I mean? So if you want to
exactly.
spend $2.50 and feed both of you all, why not get a meal out of it, not something where it could be possibly made up of children.
and,
Oh my God.
and to kill some false, everybody is not starving over there. Everyone has a job. Everyone, if it's not, they're not working at a factory or something, but everybody's selling fruits, vegetables, everything on the
Yes.
street. So it's nobody starving.
That's what's up.
Because it's fruits and vegetables that they're selling. Like, it's nobody. It's a community. Like when we were out there, people were fighting, or if somebody fought, nobody was just standing around recording.
Right.
If it wasn't your business, it wasn't your business. And it wasn't a fight like the most we seen was shoving. It wasn't like no knockdown, drag,
Yeah.
And that was different for us. If they were arguing, the people would break them up, and then they end up hugging and partying together. Like, never seen that. If we about
That's
to
what's
fight,
up.
we were gonna fight. And everybody recording. Everybody, I'm trying to stop. Man, you don't see them about to go. But then we had to say, man, we need to get in with the culture and understand. So when we go there with the dashikis on and all this stuff, they know we're not from there.
Oh, because they don't, because that's not part of their culture.
And they can tell the difference. It is
Of
a difference.
course.
Oh,
It
okay.
is a difference.
All right, so we might have to go ahead and pack our bags, baby.
Yeah.
Because there's a way of doing things now without having us to have a whole bunch of money. I'm starting to understand and realize that now that sometimes you just got to go and do it. I mean, have something, but go. If you keep procrastinating, you'll never get done.
And we were there for, like I say, a month, and we helped some people plan their trip, and their budget was $2,000-$3,000 for a week, and that was our budget
For the whole month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
So were you over there? Just that's the budget, or did you for the month that y'all was over there? Did you have employment? Did you try to work around? or
No,
You
you
would
can't
never.
work over there like how you could just work here. Well, definitely because we foreigners, but the laws are different. Like if you really want to work or have a business, like you would have to do a lot of paperwork and have all the information for the people at immigration. And it's like a real tedious process. It take a long amount of time.
And it would have to be the money that's worth it to like bring something to the table. You know what I'm saying? Like not trying to make a job, and they're not gonna let you take their jobs.
Right.
And I do maintenance work, and it was a time where I was like, I can't do nothing here. It's nothing for me to do. She does hair. We went to some loctician, and he said, "Oh yeah, I do dreads for pretty much $5-10. That was our money
Yeah.
Oh wow.
to start." I was like,
And I don't do that because I was considered a master cosmetologist. Like if
Right.
I'm putting my hands in your head, you know, I know what I'm doing. I can't start locks for $5-10. Like I'm not gonna be able to survive over it.
Right.
I'd be able to leave.
Wow.
Your work would just be to stay alive. You know what I mean?
So you're just living, you're working for the day, basically. Wow. Okay. So that's definitely interesting. I just as far as you say it wasn't hard to purchase the land, right? It's a lot easier, and you all have a program in reference to that. But what about the animal shares that you have on the land? I was looking at one of the videos about the 10 things that you all like about farming, and one of them was the quiet. You don't hear. You have to actually change how you hear things. You know, so I want to know about how do you maintain the animals on your land, and two, how did you grow accustomed to moving away from sounds of the city to sounds of the country? I guess that's what it is, right?
Actually, our trip to Africa kind of helped us
Okay.
before we went out there because our land is raw land, so there was no power, water, anything. It was just like almost like a mini forest, and we had to go in there and do, you know, everything from scratch. So
With the hood budget. Go ahead.
Okay.
yeah. So when we first started, we had to, of course, get water for our animals and, of course, enclose them in. We were using like the cheapest sort of like solar panel and little thin wiring just to make sure we had just enough to keep them in the area they were in. And we learned how to dig like our own little pump well at first until we can afford to, you know, get our real
And
well
that was
dug.
for the animals. It was a 10-foot well, just
Yeah,
a little
shallow
shallow
well,
well. And then
yeah.
you get your water tested. So test your water if you ever do it. You can get it from Home Depot, just a little kit. You shake it up and it tells you. We had nothing in our water. It was completely alkaline water.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, because we're right by a spring where we're at now.
Swanee River.
Yeah, Swanee River. We by Swanee River.
Okay.
And I'm the animal person, so
You take
first
it.
of all, yeah, I take care of animals. She does all the gardening, and I mess up her gardening. But
So we got a reason to be around. So I mess up stuff too.
I do too. So I do too. Shoot.
But yeah, that's we got donkeys first. No, we got a sheep first.
Really?
And then we had our dog that we got a big stink dog from somebody that was selling because we wanted something that'd be big on the land. And we put them together because they were friends. And then we got the donkeys, which she thought were going to be miniature donkeys. And it turned out to be full-size donkeys.
When they arrived, yeah.
But one thing about when it's made for you and when it's really yours and when it's meant for you, like we've never had a problem out of donkeys.
Well, I heard that
I've
donkeys
never
They
had 'em
kick.
before either, so.
They
donkeys
bite,
don't play.
and they don't play with coyotes at all.
No, they don't play. I seen a video. I'm not gonna lie. I seen a video where the donkey they play with the animal.
Yeah.
And I was like, I ain't
And they
know.
pick 'em up and
Right.
throw
So
'em.
what we
Yeah.
saw on Shrek was nothing.
Heck no.
Donkeys they are ruthless.
But we define stuff because like ours don't kick. We've never had to kick it. The only time they kicked once and it went with us, it was the farrier. So you know he messing with their feet anyways. And he showed him what they do to bullies. He's Amish. Let me show you what we do to bullies. I was like, hey, I can't help you, player.
Okay.
That's you and him. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, they say dogs, they attack your dog. They never did that to my dog. We got them out eventually because we knew what they can do. They're the best protectors. We thought he had to protect them.
Right. No, donkeys
And then we
don't play.
found out, nah, they got it. So we brought him out and he's around the land. But we have chickens, 3 or 4 types. We have ducks where we had them until our fox got them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but we been learning so much, you know, because we're not from this type of life. We from the city.
Right.
So
Right.
everything is trial and error, and we just
One
fix
thing I
it
say,
and move
don't
forward.
start big.
Yeah,
Please
never
start small.
big.
Experiment small. Don't start with, however many get you a small set, see how it work for you. Some of them gonna die, some of them gonna live. You know what to feed them, what's gonna make them big, what's not. And then next time you go around next season, you know, hey, let's get what we need to double up if we got to.
Okay. You were saying that as far as maintaining and running a farm is to move slow. Do something during the day when it's not too hot. And then if it gets too hot, do more chores inside and then come back out and finish. Has there been, I know you said that it's a whole learning process. What do you consider like your biggest mistake that you kind of regret now outside of, I know, we all learn. I know one of my biggest mistakes here doing the podcast would be purchasing the wrong cameras. You know what I mean? And I got a $600 camera that I just start using for photos. And I know Keita look at me and like, you stupid, but
No.
I got 2 of them.
No.
I would say for me, not fully learning what it'll take through all the seasons. Like, know your land through all the seasons and the weather through all the seasons and what it'll take. Like, because we're off grid.
okay.
So we have solar panels. If I would have learned solar panels a little bit earlier, we could have got a little bit farther. We got solar fridge, solar lights, everything runs just like that. Maybe learning how to do wind turbines, because sometimes the sun doesn't come out and you have 3 days of nothing. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
And you got to have everything else you need. You might need to get generators, different things like that to add on to help you out. So mine was preparing for, I guess, the electrical and power-wise or what you use. Make sure you got plenty cooking things. Like they say, income, the same with for cooking. You need a propane. You need the regular fire. You need to learn how to build a fire. You need a regular gas stove. You need a regular grill. All these different things, because we cook 6, 7 different ways, and we done had crabs, everything out there. You know what I mean?
Wow.
People like, well, y'all eat like that? Yeah, out here in the country, on the land. Yeah.
That's what's up. Some stuff you see on National Geographic. I'm amazed right now because, wow.
Now, I'm more inclined to figure out how you deal with the pests on the land. I'm not. I was in the Marine Corps, right, and we had to do MCT training outside. Okay, and we was outside for 3 straight days, and we slept out on the ground. We had our back. What do you call them? Sleeping bags or whatever that they give us with the green thing that you lay on top of. But when a spider want to get in your mouth while you sleep, and it can't, it bites you. And when it bit me, I woke up and the whole left side of my face, my cheek was touching my eye. And when your instructors see that, they make fun of you the entire time while you're there. Yeah, they call me Face. It's like, come here, Face. And I'm like, man, you ain't worth you know?
Wait till
Right. They sent me, they like, go see the medic. The medic said, yeah, you got bit by a spider, but ain't nothing we can do. You just got to let it subside. And I was like, but is my face supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, messed up the way it is? You know, my man said it's going to be that way for a couple of days. And the instructor just like, yo, what's up, Face? They didn't even call me by my rank. They just said Face. I'm like, forget you, man. You know.
Hey, Jarrell. Jarrell said y'all a beautiful couple.
Thank you.
So what do you do about the pest, the rodent situation that might be out there as far as like snakes and
We don't do anything.
She's alive. Well,
I mean, we've killed a few snakes.
Yes.
Ooh,
I will say that.
that would be my
We
thing.
weren't used to snakes before we went out there, but we learning more about snakes, and some of them they say you're not supposed to kill because they actually keep away bigger poisonous snakes.
But I don't got time for that.
Because they all
Until I
python.
learn, right. Because
All up.
the grass or water snake or whatever the good one is, it comes in 2 or 3 types. You got a black one, you got a one that got like these diamonds on the back, and I heard diamond and seen diamond. I said, snake, get him.
But it wasn't. It was just a rat snake, and
It was a
those
rat
eat
snake.
the mice, so those are actually good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the bigger that those are, it'll stop any poisonous snakes from coming on because
those
it
the
kind of
ones, yeah.
keep them away. They know for some reason what the territory is.
Oh, okay.
Baby, that's you said the one word that'll keep me in these
Animals.
little bougie 4 walls right here.
Huh?
Cause snake.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
She
them
would.
spiders.
I didn't like snakes before, but going on the land, I'm like, man, this is my land.
Yeah, okay.
So, like, we're going to have to figure out something.
Yeah.
And And y'all don't pay nothing here, so y'all got to come.
So no, she said she right. We was outside cutting the grass, and I was in the back, and she completely let everything go on the right side of the house.
Did?
Yeah, she was like, "Listen, it's a snake over there." So I go over there, and this snake is all but this long.
Hey.
All but this
It's
long.
poisonous.
Hey.
The baby ones are the most poisonous.
Because they don't know.
National Geographic.
They did say
Again,
that though.
big or small, they all cobras to me, or whatever the most
They
poisonous
are.
big snake is. I don't give a shit. I mean, I don't really care. Okay.
There we go. See, she can't even help it.
I
say,
don't care.
"Babe, you can't cuss on this show. man."
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a stuff. You know? Gotta,
Good
it's
Lord.
all
Okay,
right.
my bad.
It's all right. It's all right, I guess. Now, as far as the aspect of letting other Black people know about what you all do, you said that there's areas that you can show. Like y'all got like a touring thing where you tour your land.
Well, we're still developing it. That's the
Okay.
goal. The goal is to have like trails that people can go on so they can stop being afraid of the woods,
Yeah.
for one. Also have different programs where we educate people on growing, and then also have small little areas where people could come and stay and learn more. You know, if they want to stay the weekend or stay overnight, stay a week. You know, those are the
Yes.
type of opportunities that we're trying to build. Like we said, we got that hood income, so we're doing it by hand. It take a little longer.
Right. Okay.
I can understand about that because this endeavor that I do with the podcast, it took some time for me to be able to.
It look good.
Oh, I appreciate
I
it.
look
really
okay. I
good.
was checking myself when I came out right. I was like, you know, doing all that. Okay, we here. Woo!
We have humble beginnings. I know it was before, like the cameras we was using web cameras at first, and then the web cameras wasn't high definition.
Yeah,
and
we
did
went
not-
back and looked at that first
Right.
show. I said, ooh.
right, and then I didn't know anything. I didn't know nothing about how to work audio or anything like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, let's go ahead and start. And then we started, and the audio was bad. One of my brothers from the church had called me and was like, Leroy, you need to turn the gain down a little bit. I'm like, really? Is that what I'm supposed to do? What is that? So I'm on air like, yo, I got to turn the gain down, but I don't know what gain is. So I'm on the show looking up what is gain. It was like, oh, so gain is like the power of how much your voice. I was like, okay. But it was all a learning process. So I kind of like those bumps because I don't make those same mistakes now. So, and I'm assuming that's the same with you all. You know what I mean? So it's like, hey, yeah, we out here and we doing what we can, and we're making our mistakes, but we're making them. So like right now, I'm willing to, in this position. Did I
Hey,
eat that
slow
up?
it down. Whoa. Whoa, big fella.
Ooh, I ate all of that up. I
Hey,
ate
say
it.
that again?
Oh, in the position.
Oh, there we go, boo.
Thank
There
you.
we go.
In the position that I'm in now, with what I have and what I've learned, I have opened up to be able to help others now. So, I mean, anybody who's looking to do a podcast or want to learn about podcasting and live streaming, I suggest they come to me because I'm the best one in the city to do it. I don't know. No, honestly, tell you the truth, outside of me and live from the 904, because there was another crew of ours that I help out, and we help each other out. There's no one else that's like doing it big like that in the city. You know what I mean? And if they are doing it, then they're not doing it as good as we are. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Hello. And I said it.
Live.
And did. He said what he said.
Right. We ain't number one for nothing.
Right.
Well,
I want to come see y'all land and
That's
stuff. Now
what that was going to be the next thing. Because we need to learn how to be able to live off the land. There's some things that's coming down the pipeline. I feel there's a reason why Bill Gates is buying up so much land, farmland. There's another reason why they're paying subsidies to farmers to not farm on their land, because they are going to cause
it's a real thing.
a drought. They're going to cause the drought. There is not going to be, okay, this is what we're going to do. No. Then they also have found out ways to put the injection into the food that you eat. So if he's buying up all of the farmland, and he's talking about population control, and he's already talking about how people that look like us don't want to get the vaccination. And if they don't want to get the vaccination, let's just put it in their food. And if you buying all your food from me, you can't help but get it. And they already got stuff in place right now where you can't even grow stuff on your own land. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, I got a whole backyard, but if somebody want to get mad and say, yeah, they doing a whole lot of farming on the back of their land, they'll come and they'll cut all my stuff down. You know what I mean? So I commend you all, but we need to learn. So what would you say should be the first thing? Like me, I'm a, what do you call it? I'm a first person shooter. Is that what it is? You know, a person that's being taught something. I'm a student. There we go. I'm a student.
Wow, how you get first person?
Whoa!
Wow, bro, that's like way different. I'm like, yeah, well, I love to play Halo too. Where we going with this?
Call of Duty, what's up?
Okay, exactly. That's the first thing I thought about. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
I didn't.
how you get student from that?
Yeah, but you know how you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm new to this. What would you say should be the first thing I do? You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm building something in the backyard, what should be the first thing that I do?
Definitely learn how to grow something and go ahead and just start experimenting with it. That's the only thing I could say to do, because once you start getting your hands in it, then you'll start to develop your own method, see what you like, see what you don't like. That's what I always tell people. Try to grow something you like to eat. And then there's we did like a few videos on them. It's a lot of community gardens that I didn't even know of.
Kidogo.
Yeah, that one's in South Carolina. Then we did we went to White Harvest Farms. That is on Moncrief.
That's here in the city.
Yeah, Moncrief Road. And
Hold up, that's a small one that's by those apartments, right? We got to pass those, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we went to another one by EWC. So like they're small, little gardens that's teaching people how to grow stuff and looking for helping hands, definitely.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
So I would say definitely start there, until you're ready to get some land. And if you don't want to just fully commit to doing all of that, you could find somebody who has different, opportunities on their land where you could kind of invest or partner on certain things that you can generate income too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know a few farmers, they're not in the city, but we're trying to learn from them and try to, copy some programs, and bring some stuff here, because they have certain programs like that where they have people who just don't want to buy the whole land, but they'll invest a little bit so that they can do like agritourism and then make money off of that Airbnb or glamping spot or whatever's going on.
Oh, that's good. I'm
intrigued now.
I'm definitely intrigued. I did not know that's what it was. I know there's a lot of places that are putting up what do you call it? like I guess it's not farms, but what's the word? What we got in the backyard?
Box garden?
Yeah, a garden. They have gardens in the city, but they start putting gardens. I know it is. It's been a long day.
This is
That's
easy
good
work.
when you're supposed to do that. See, because that's what I just did to her. And she get mad at me when I do it to her. Say, what's that thing with the thing?
I hate that, because I'm like, he looking at me and I want to help him out, but I can't. I don't know what you're talking about. Because we did student and first person shooter. Like, that's way far.
Huh?
I didn't know.
But see, why you got to bring up old stuff?
Oh, all right. You're right.
Friends?
Right. My bad. You're right.
Right,
I'd be confused.
It's a lot of gardens that are popping up in the inner city that's meant to teach the children how to be able to be farmers. But I never knew how to do any of that. And I was like, but you know what, Keita, we got all of this land in the backyard. Let's just try something. And it was like, okay, well, I put together a box.
garden bed.
Just a box. Yeah, it was. But I threw it right there on them. It wasn't raised. It was still on the dirt outside in the back. So,
But it was on top of it.
what?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So it kind of.
Still great.
And we just put some dirt on top of that grass. And then,
But it worked. We grew food and we ate it, and it was good.
That's good.
It
And
actually worked. We
matters.
were so happy. I was like, this actually works. And the land, I picked it up, and the land just caused more to grow. Like, the land will work itself.
Yes.
Like, it was
all
amazing.
I know is that the kale that she grew
Oh my gosh.
tastes so much
so
different
good.
than the kale that was in the
Everything
store.
does.
And that's when you realize, I got to do this.
Yes. I went out there and broke off leaves, rinsed them, and just chewed kale. Like, I love kale. I'm telling y'all, like, it really worked. I was like, oh my gosh.
I was about to say, I tell people all the time, like you say, that's why we do on our podcast. We did it, I mean, not pod, but YouTube. Where we go from small farms where people in the backyard, Westside Wonders, where you can have little chickens. If they won't allow you to have chickens, get you some rabbits. They don't make any noise. You use their poop as fertilizer for your stuff. You can put it right in there, and then what you don't eat, what dies off, you can get right back to your rabbit. So that way you work in the system and it's going all over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my neighbor, he has I haven't heard the rooster in a while.
I heard the other day.
Did you? Yeah, but he has chickens. He brought us over some eggs.
Some egg, the best
Man,
eggs you
my
ever
goodness.
had.
I said, oh my goodness.
I was like, but what tripped me out is that I'm not sure because all of the eggs that he brought were twins on the inside. The yolks doubled up on the inside.
Yeah, that was kind of.
Yeah, that kind of. I was like, okay.
Might be incest, but
We didn't eat.
What?
Hey,
He just talked me out.
That's scary. If y'all could have saw my face, it was like, yo, this is.
chicken breeding is crazy.
oh my goodness. Okay.
'Cause I
To
heard that.
keep a line pure is crazy. You understand what I'm saying? With anything.
I
Wow.
was like, oh,
Just
so
understand that.
Okay.
I'm
Sisters
eating
and daddy and daughter, until
'Cause
it
how
get too much in that one bloodline, and you say, nah, you can't. After 4 or 5, you be like, nah, they getting a little crazy.
Wow.
This one
Probably.
came with 2 heads. We can't.
Yeah. See?
Oh
See what I mean?
goodness.
And they probably
Wow.
taste.
Now
like-
we know.
They probably taste like
Double,
it says,
double the best. The double chicken tastes better.
Yeah, it's
2 times better.
KFC.
Wow.
KFC. It is what it is. You know? I mean, but I was like, I think honestly, I'll be more. I'm definitely willing. I said, Keita, we got this back here. We need to go ahead and do it again. So I went on ahead and cleared it out, and I think I'm going to go ahead and start again. I said, but Keita, I think we should build our own. Like, okay, if you're going to grow kale or greens, do that in yours. And that did come to mind because I did explain it to her. I was like, because listen, my cucumbers was growing up, but then afterwards, I guess the tomatoes and the kale started sucking up all of the nutrients in the ground.
And you can check those things by when you go online, see what's good to be grown together
Right.
beside each other, how far they need to be, so you know this can help with that. These ground with that.
Yeah. And that's on the back of the seeds that we bought.
We didn't
I
know
kind of
that.
put, I did. I kind of put together what said would grow together, and the cucumbers did okay until ain't nobody tend to them, and then
No.
you was supposed to go talk to them and sing to them. You ain't do none of that.
No, what happened?
I was the only one out there singing to the kale, and you see what happened. Hello,
Hold up, wait a minute. Were you singing to the kale for real?
And
We're
did.
singing.
That's why it tastes so
You
good.
heard some of
Yeah.
that song.
They
You sung
love-
when you was eating it.
they loved "Outstanding" by the Got Band. Like that was their favorite song.
Right, but I bet you they didn't know they was about to get 8 though.
They
No,
didn't.
No.
They was probably out there leafing and everything.
Next time you need to go out there, do a little,
I was jamming too hard. I thought I was getting bigger.
Okay.
I just smashed to that.
Yo, y'all was something else. Mess around.
We're gonna do it again though.
No, yeah, and it's gonna be very soon. So how do you all feel about what do you call that group of people that's trying to they had a hold on the farmers before? What is it, Modesto? You got to purchase your seeds only from them. Since you all are pretty much farming for yourselves, right? You're not farming
So
to sell to
technically
others.
We would be homesteading.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what exactly is that? Elaborate.
Well, homesteading is just when you're trying to make your own
For your
food
family.
for yourself.
Okay.
We're not really producing for a market. Like if we have a surplus, we can. I don't even think we could sell unless you have. I'm sorry. I don't even know if you could really fully sell without certain licenses and all of that. But we're basically just producing for ourselves and trying to teach everybody else how to
Okay.
do it.
And then, of course, you can, by teaching others, that would be a way for you all to make some income while you all are doing it. Because I'm ready to learn. I'll probably be the first person shooter that's going to be there.
Hey,
Student, Keita.
oh my goodness.
Since you the one said
What
I
is
don't know.
wrong with you, man?
FPS. FPS, no.
You need some. You hungry?
I kind of am. I want some
Oh Lord, he hungry, y'all.
Yeah, all I had was coffee today.
Oh.
Yeah, don't touch me. I'm
Yeah.
sensitive.
That's my hungry side.
Okay.
Yeah.
He chooses to be that way because I even prepare things and stuff. He chooses to be hungry, so that's
No,
on
I
him.
don't be one though.
Thankfully, you got a
That's
little
my-
reserve. You look thick. You be
Yeah,
all
I
right.
got a lot of reserves. But see, if I start gardening, I'll start dropping a lot of weight because I'm doing more movement. My job now, I don't move at all. I just sit there and look at a screen all day and listen to other people blow
Blow
their
their nose and
nose.
shit. I mean, blow their nose.
There you go, twice. Twice.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Is it
Okay.
3? Somebody can't control their mouth. I swear.
I can. I'm
No,
gonna do
you
good.
can't.
Ooh,
No, you can't.
shit, my
invite-
favorite word. Like I'm trying
and then you're gonna say it.
because okay.
Stop. Stop.
I'm sorry.
So the
I'm done.
where I don't want people to know exactly where you all stayed, but you said this was off of the
Swanee River.
Swanee River.
So like Western Florida, like in the Panhandle area.
How far did you all come to get here?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
But we always come to Jacksonville for work. You know, we still act with the dinner detective, so we do that in
Oh, okay.
Jacksonville. So like we always come here for work
And-
because there's nowhere else to work out there.
And y'all can't see my pants, but I got little sticker bird stuff because I do maintenance work.
Oh, wow.
I had that's like I say, I make sure everything plays in the part. We say we come here. I said, well, let me get a job from a little company that I work with because we do everything from all self-owned, self-everything. So I'm I'm a contractor with a certain company, and they send me off jobs, and I say if I want to go or not.
Oh, wow.
So then you choose. It was like, okay, well, if you're gonna be here in Jacksonville, might as well
Come to
be here making some money while
Come
you're
on,
here.
beautiful black
Brother,
people.
see, I-
Yes.
I don't feel bad. When you
Yes.
said an hour,
No, I was like,
yo, because I'm gonna be real. Doing this comedy thing, man, I have people offer me shows, and they just say, okay, well, listen, I got you. I can give you $75 to do my room, right? And I was like, okay, I don't mind that. Where's your room at? Oh, it's in Daytona. I was like, $75, and I got to go all the way to Daytona. You know what I mean? But then or
that far.
Orlando.
And you funny.
Yeah,
You
I
real
try to be.
funny, yeah.
Like
But
you
they
funny,
too
funny.
many in Jacksonville, so you definitely at the top.
thank you. How do you gonna cry?
I'm just saying, like, listen.
Who am I right now? I'm Kyle, ain't I?
Oh my goodness, Kyle
man. Oh man.
in
Listen.
court faking it.
Listen, if you remember the show, we ain't got to talk about it too much, but you remember how we told you how, because the person that came and did their little spiel.
Wasn't. I don't ever tell. Well, I do. If I'm close with a comic,
Yeah.
I would tell them, listen, bro, I don't personally think you are funny now.
Yeah.
And I don't want to break nobody's spirits.
Rude and did.
No, but I'm not. I was like, but listen, I always say, but
At
it will
this
be,
moment.
but I'm a firm believer. If you're going to get on stage and people are going to pay their money, you need to be providing them with funny. At the end of the day, a lot of people say I can't go into a group of people and make strangers laugh, or I know my set is funny. Yeah, but your set might be funny for that particular group of people. I do a lot of things differently. I study the crowd before they go in. A lot of people know me for my hat. I had a person walk up to me and was like, "You the comic, right?" It's like, I did not recognize you without your hat on. So I go a lot of places. Like I will go.
That bled with it.
Yep.
Right? My brother,
Always.
he know. He know. But the thing is, people don't know me. Once it's like, it's funny now I think about it. Superman has the glasses. Once he put the glasses on, people be like, "Oh, I can't know that. That's
That's
not."
why Bill looks the same with the glasses and without the
No,
glasses.
but I look the same with
Okay,
my hat
I'm sorry.
off than with my hat on.
I think it's the swoosh. You got a swoosh underneath the hat.
It may be. It could be. You know. But I go out there and I study the crowd, and then I talk about the people I have to have. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm just coming to see the show." And then people get shocked that I'm the one that's doing the show. Oh, he was right there outside with us. Yep, I was. And you was talking a lot of stuff about it, you know. But it's all good. But I think it's the same way with you all. It's like, okay, well, we doing all of this. We learning all of this so that way you all don't have to make the mistakes that we make. Okay, now you can go out there and make them, but it will be best that you do it this way, this particular time, so that way you don't do it and it will save you money. But in the process of saving you money, we want some of that money to teach you how to do so that way you don't make the mistakes. At the end of the day, that's how it works. So I tell comics, I'm like, listen, you're not funny now, but you can be. And here's the thing. I had a comic tell me that after I bombed at a church. I bombed in front of the Lord. He was like, listen. He was like, listen, you just need help. He didn't say I was funny. He just said you need help and you should go here. And then that was that. So, yeah, that's the way I feel like it should be done. But before we close on the show, I just want to know how, if people want to learn more about you, I did put your information for Dickinson's Adventures for your YouTube channel. Is there any other ways that they can get in contact with you all to be able to have this particular type of conversation or to learn more about farming and owning land?
You can get in contact with me through nothing. I have no Facebook. I don't have
Y'all better see him right now.
Messenger because it's distracting. But we do have those. She does,
Yeah,
so-
we still have a email, dickinsonadventures@gmail, and we always answer that. We try to answer like our YouTube, people comment on that. But basically, he kind of right. We've been running all over, and that's really like our only outlet for right now. Because we still, doing maintenance work. We're doing homesteading work, and we're also acting.
Okay.
So
And
Yes,
we've been
y'all.
shooting some stuff around town.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw him again. I will say we was with the Duvals.
Yes, sir.
We was filming at the Duvals. We appreciate you. I know I do. I enjoy our conversations. Our conversations definitely can get a little explicit when it comes to the people who aren't so melanated. I'm trying to keep it real.
please don't get him started.
Yeah.
Oh my
keep it
God.
clear.
Don't get him
I want to hear. No, we
started.
need to do another show one day.
See what it is, my sister.
One fish, two fish.
Okay.
Hello.
Red fish, blue fish.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
That's right. Hello. They don't understand.
Heck no.
Yeah. But I want you all to I'm definitely proud of you all because
Yes,
y'all are
awesome.
treading on areas that maybe our ancestors didn't tell us about. So we got to kind of relearn it. People haven't taught us about a lot of things growing up in the city. And then if they wanted to teach us, a lot of times they want to keep it to themselves. They don't want to share. But sometimes we just didn't know. Like I always talk about our finances and how we got out of debt. But can't blame my mom because she didn't know anything. She didn't know no better and can't blame her. So we had to learn
name
out.
on them lights, though. She put your name
At
on
7.
the lights.
Lady, how I got electricity
yeah.
at 7? I'm confused.
Yeah. Credit all messed up. Can't even go get no ice cream.
Right.
No, can I go
Damn.
to the ice cream? No, your credit bad, baby. You got
Is that
get no,
okay?
Can't go to
Dang.
the ice cream truck. Come
You can't even get nothing from the truck.
No.
The one thing I could say about this whole journey from Tanzania on down is if you do have a significant other and y'all together, listen to each other and use your wisdom for your wisdom. I know I'm strong. I'm dumb strong. I'm an ox. Okay. I can handle it. I can see vision, but that's the vision. You know what I mean? So all these things came from her having a real vision and me being scared, but still being able to say, it's me and you. You still good. As long as if it don't fail, you gonna be on the side of the road with me.
Right. That's
Then we can do this.
but that's what it all. That's what. See now, okay. I'm
Don't
loving
preach,
y'all.
okay.
I'm about to start crying. I'm serious because you don't find too many people, couples. That's us. I say us.
Oh, let me feed this man. Hurry up.
Right.
Because,
You
oh
don't
my
find-
goodness.
You don't find.
He is so
Right,
off
I'm
today.
tasting air and everything. You don't find too many couples that look like us that hold each other down. I've been married to my wife for 20 years, and yeah, there's been ups and downs, but there has not been any stepping outside of the relationship. I always told my wife, listen, at the end of the day, I only have one rule. I was like, just don't step out on me. I was like, we can argue, we can fight. Just don't put your hands on me, anything. But if you do hit me or whatever, you don't have to worry about me. I'm stronger than you. But you know that there's a possibility.
And what
you know, I
happened?
can-
Well, put your hands on me then.
yeah, right, hello.
I already tased that ass one time.
See, I don't try
Gotta
her.
put my hands on y'all. Put some heat on you.
See, I'll try her because she say I sleep heavy, and she just tells me stuff that she'll do. Like get on top, and then when you sleep out, I was like, okay, you ain't gotta worry about me ever.
Oh, I be doing the same
nothing.
thing. He sleeps so hard. I be.
No, listen. See, we about to get into couple
No,
talk
we not.
now.
We
No,
not.
because
We're gonna have a whole nother show for
yeah,
that.
we
No,
got
we're not
couple
gonna do
talk.
that.
Right, I'm gonna put y'all down on for our married couples talk because we need to have more open dialogue with what goes on because a lot of people are getting this what you call it 304 attitudes, I guess they call it.
Here we go. I don't know. Here we
No,
go
304 culture. They call it 304 culture, but 403 backwards is when you flip it as hoe. So they call it 304 culture, and now it's hoe culture, right? And a lot of women, they got this thing now said something about a dude, and then I skip out on him and take his money, and then the dudes be like, yeah, I just get you and then leave and ghost you. So this culture of infidelity and not being together is running rapid in the community, and they don't see what real family looks like.
My black brother.
Hello.
I'm sorry to cut you right now, but they don't understand how our black sisters can create anything and they tearing us away from them. Okay? They making our minds. Nah, but for real, like our
real
black
talk.
like I hate it that like I don't understand how they create everything They can create white, black, Spanish, Chinese. Can't none of y'all other ones do that, but y'all treat them
can't.
like these need to be at the highest scale of
Come on.
everything. These are the best.
Come on.
They are the best.
Come on. The originals.
But they teach us to tear it down and to tear it down and hoe, and then now they teach them to be independent and I can be a hoe because I got the money, nigga. I do it because I want to do it. You know what I mean?
But see, and that's the thing is like, okay, so what if you have quote unquote options? But you're not gonna having those options make you question the women that you're with because now you're getting those questionable women. I keep saying, I was like, once I make it big, because I'm gonna make it big. I said, I'm gonna need you more than anything. Then I was like, yeah, we
don't
hold
try
each
to
other down now. But
Send
I
me
said,
off and be with a white woman.
Yeah, make
No,
good
that's what
sandwiches.
y'all be
They
doing.
make good mayonnaise sandwiches,
oh, white women.
ham. That's what I told her I'm gonna have a good sandwich every day.
They looking at you like, hey.
I said I'd be daggone if I have. I'm not gonna have no raisins in my potato salad.
Oh my goodness.
No,
Hell no.
no,
That's all
you
you're
know,
gonna get is a good sandwich. That's it.
I don't want that. No,
He's
but
teaching me how to cook soul food.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't sit up there though. I saw a video where a young man was trying to leave a Caucasian woman, and the first thing she threatened to do was to call the police. Yeah. And you already know if a Caucasian woman calls the police on any man of color, they're going to take her word for it before anything. So I was like, I need to be with a woman who understands what my struggle is every day leaving out of the house, that there's a chance that I might not make it home because I might run into somebody who had a bad day, who don't look like me, but has authority because the city has given them authority. You know what I mean? So I make it my duty to stay home every day, but I keeps that fire with me though. And I said, baby, if I ever not coming home and I'm on the news, understand that I went out like a trooper. I'm serious.
Yes.
You better believe it.
So the first thing you need to ask the spirits is that, listen, did you get a couple of them before you went? And you gonna know I did, because on the news it's gonna say 2 police. Yeah, man. How about that?
See, Rob ain't talking about it, but that was part of the reason why we left too, because we, matter of fact, the night before our movie premiered at the 48-hour film challenge, that same night before it came out, the police came to our house and was knocking on the door at 3 a.m. talking about for a domestic violence call. And, you know, we complained about it, and we got a letter from JSO, whoever, lieutenant, whatever, saying that we was lying. And I was like, but y'all was at the wrong address, and the people who answered the call told y'all was at the wrong address.
Wow.
And y'all still send us a letter say, we lying what? Because I told you he was aggressive. He was aggressive. I did feel threatened.
So
what
the
do you
story
mean?
was, like she said, 3 a.m, boxers and nothing. She got to wrap up in the sheet because she don't trust it. You know what I mean? And she's like, nah, let me come up to the front with you. I look out the window, open up the door, the flashlight come, I close my door. Like, what
Yeah,
are
that
you
makes
doing?
sense. Like,
Click, what are you doing? Hey, come out, it's police, such. So I open up the door because I know now they'll want to break in and do something stupid now. So I come to the door, hands up, they got their hands on their guns. We domestic violence, and my wife, like I said, if she was standing right there so they didn't have to go far, she can't put her other hand up. You know, but you can see we were sleeping and you woke us up out of our sleep. Are you sure you got the right house? Hello? Breaker. We at the wrong house.
Wow.
Have a nice day, no nothing. Just
But see, what I didn't really like was the officer was like, well, I normally don't answer calls in this area, and I ain't know how you was gonna respond, like all of that, like.
But he wasn't us though, right? See,
So that's what I'm saying. It's
there.
okay. It's
one
okay.
of us is always there.
But it's okay for them to say that we're aggressive. But then when I say, hey, I felt like he was really aggressive. Like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you banging on the door, you shining lights, and you at the wrong house. You wasting critical time.
Right.
You could have really helped this woman.
see, here's another one, Keita. Another one.
Yeah, like we could have, you know,
And
Yeah, something
anything
could've
could have
been
happened
worse.
to us. And I don't like that something really has to happen to us. We have to die or really get hurt for somebody to
To
care.
Exactly.
For it to
Like
mean
that's
something.
not
And
right either.
maybe care.
It wasn't
maybe.
far enough. You're good.
Right.
No,
All
but
right, you
it-
still here to talk about it. You all right. At least this ain't happening.
There's certain spots where you gotta hit, where they don't see. That's why if I hit on top of the head, can't nobody say nothing about it. Pinch your ear, you can't.
See, I don't even play like
Hey,
that.
hello.
Yeah, come here, baby. Let me pinch. I can't pinch you. No ear pinching. I can't.
Hey,
My bad.
You had something on you. I was checking your hair.
My bad. I apologize.
I
You
ain't no
just,
puppy lead this long.
yeah, it just look like a storm at the top.
Oh, you talking about my white
Yeah, you're an X-Men, baby. You're an
I
X-Men.
love it. I don't play with it.
I
I just pulled out 3 of them.
Oh, did you? I had
Don't
to do.
pull it, man. Let that thing shine through.
I had to do a film, right? I was filming. It's on Truthless. It was on Amazon Prime now. I was with what's his name? The guy from The Wire. I can't think his name right now. But we did a short film before his film company, Trey Chaney. That's his name.
Okay.
So I did that, but the producer that was on the show was like, "Listen, you can't be a thug and be so great." And I was like, "So what you want me to do? Do you mind dyeing it?" And I went on ahead and dyed it. And Keita looked at me and she was like, "I don't like that."
You lying.
I know you lying.
Right. She's like, "I
Get that
don't
10-year-old
like it."
stuff.
I was like, but it make your face heavy too. I was like, Keita, I just can't talk right.
And don't sweat.
Okay.
That's
You be
something like
running
this,
all on your
something like
clothes
this.
and carrying
Oh.
on.
I'm like, I got this
Can't wear a
Beijing on
white
now.
shirt.
Okay.
Right.
I
Can't
was like,
stand in the rain.
I ain't with that.
Nothing.
You ever had them filters, them fibers put on you? Make you look filled out? Oh, yeah,
They
they'll
squeeze
spray.
like an air thingy. That
You see I'm doing
fibers.
it?
Yeah, we both doing it. I don't know how to explain it. Hey,
The
but
what? This thing right
you
here?
can get it done at MK Shop, but he can make you look like you got more hair right here. Maybe if you balding, they have actual
My beard wasn't all the way,
fibers
you know what I'm
that
saying, real.
they squeeze into
He
your
put
hair.
them things in there, made it look
But
real
it's a
full.
fiber.
It's hair, like hair fibers.
Yeah.
Don't
It's like
don't
a
ask me who
thickening.
hair,
Yeah,
if it's
please.
somebody hair or what.
Well, women do it. You wear other people's hair all the time. I ain't.
Yeah, but not on your face though. But you know what? Men are getting the George Jefferson now, and then they putting glue on top of that and then fading it up. You know what
they
I'm
getting
saying?
braids and all, boy, it's getting hard.
Yo.
for him out here. It's getting easy.
No, it's like you can trick them. It's like
Deceiving people in
Like
these
we've been
streets.
deceived all the
this
time.
time.
You know what I'm saying? But now we can do the deceiving. Yeah, I can put on a hat here. I can put on a hair hat. And be gone, and you will never know it, baby. I'm 10 years old.
This ain't mine.
Okay.
Right,
Oh my god.
Just let it go.
right. The only way you know a
Removing
brother,
body parts.
the only way you know a man's age, or if they wearing a hair hat and got all of that stuff on, is when you hear him talk. They'll be like, "Yeah, come here, baby. You know you are one of these skeezers out here." You're like, but sir, how old are you, sir?
60 plus.
Say
Okay, 60 plus.
Like, how old are you, sir?
Right.
Oh
I come
man.
with a whole pimp line, yeah.
Right.
If they come rhyming, they too old.
Yeah, girl, ain't nothing sublime, but I'm right on time. Like, excuse me, sir, how old are you, sir? Like, what is it?
You know it. Yeah,
Like, you don't know
know
about
it.
it? Yeah. I got this shape up. Yeah, don't I look 30? No, sir, but the way you talking, it's like you was out there with Superfly Jimmy Snooker and all of them, you know? Yeah, come here, baby. Ain't nothing but a scallywag on a scabby town. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it's too much.
He still got that glass bottom shoe with the fish in it.
Okay.
Yeah, but what you know about this? This is a karate fish. Okay, never mind. I apologize. Okay. Okay, so before you go, you specified that you can be reached at Dickinson Adventures on YouTube, as well as your email address.
Yes.
As far as what I would like to ask before we go, it's like, is there a way that we can visit you all? You know what I mean? It's so we can come out there and just check out and see what you all got going on.
Yeah, we thinking about putting together like a day, maybe like a little weekend where we can have people come out, soon. Hopefully before it get all hot, because then people don't want to fight with bugs. So I would definitely suggest.
That's why we was
soon.
gonna do between November and December time. Yeah, because like I said, that's when it's the coldest. And she taught me that. I never knew that. That's when bugs are away because it's cold.
Oh, okay.
So that's half the battle for us. It's
Hell on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
You're a little hungry too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I know it'll be it'll be fun. It'll be good. But you guys are gonna be welcome more than.
Yeah, y'all know y'all can hit us up.
Oh, okay,
Y'all
well,
can
we
come
family
before
now.
everybody else. But I do want to set up something where people who are interested can come out. You know, we just walk everybody through what, you know, all of the different areas and let them know what they're supposed to be. Hopefully they could catch the vision while they're there. You know.
Yes, that's what I want to do because I'm intrigued now.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
a lot.
Is
It's
it?
a lot, but it's a little. You'll never think, when you think of the people say they got 20, 30 acres, we got just a quarter of that, and it feels like we walking 10 football fields
Yeah.
and forever.
Wow.
So that makes you wonder, like, okay, that 40 acres and a mule was just a little bit too much, maybe, for the average person.
No.
You think?
No.
And I even feel like the 40
No.
acres and the mule was a little setup because the mule can't reproduce.
Mm.
I'm just
That's
saying.
been taught.
Wow.
And if you got 40 acres, you can dedicate sections to your family, your land, your growth. You can have a whole tree farm that reproduces trees that you don't have to do nothing but get cut down every 15, 20 years, 30 years, and replant. They have people that come and replant, help you replant. And you getting however much, 10 acres of land. First of all, people don't know that they'll do it for free if you got 10 acres of land. And they'll pay you for your wood,
Wow.
depending on what type of trees you have.
Oh, because they make money off of the wood from coming to get it.
But it has to be
we need to keep our
enough.
trees.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not doing that with our trees. Now.
Keep y'all stuff. That's what's up.
Hello. All right, y'all. Well, I definitely do appreciate you all for coming through.
Yes.
Yes, thank you for having us. Thank
Oh,
you so much.
well, you all are considered, y'all are family. So I'm putting together some other shows.
Can't take it back.
No,
Oh, if he said he ain't finna take it
no,
back.
I don't.
And he don't just say
I
it to
don't
anybody.
that
I'm
for
just
anybody.
saying.
Yeah, it just takes me some time to get to know people, and I watched you all from afar. You know what I mean? So I've seen it after you asked me.
It's okay.
I knew I seen him in the hallway. And he turned around. He's like, this ain't
Act
my
like he
class,
wasn't
bro.
even looking right.
even
Y'all
school.
got jokes. Y'all got jokes. That's
Sorry,
cool.
go ahead. I'm
That's fine. Yeah, I was stalking y'all on y'all Facebook page and everything. But I felt the vibes. I was like, y'all like good people, and it takes a while for me to get close to anybody. You know what I mean? So as much as I might seem like I'm doing so much, I'm really kind of just a homebody, just me and Keita. You know what I mean? And outside of the guys that I have on the show, for the most part, I'm usually at the house. You know what I mean? Unless I'm doing comedy. And Keita tell you, all I do is do comedy, and I game. So
Yeah.
I'm a heavy gamer. So
Can't game no more.
no.
We be so.
She don't let me. No, don't say it's because we busy. Because I can find time. But she don't let me. But I digress.
Okay.
Well, how do you do that? Teach me, girl. Teach me how to not let him. All right.
It's not a way to teach. You just gotta wake up. Why you still playing? Why the gunshot so loud? Why are you yelling at me?
Yes.
Like at
Oh
5
my.
in the morning. I'll be like, it's only 5 in the morning.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Teach me.
Gunshots. I'm like, come on.
See, Robbie trying to be funny, but that's junk affect my dreams.
Of course.
So I'm hearing your gunshots, and then I start seeing stuff like that.
Right.
I don't like that.
But see, okay, before I go,
You keep saying
your
before I go.
dreams, your dreams affected me too.
Here
Yeah.
we go. It's
No,
always the same.
No,
thing.
it's real. Yeah, because they listen.
No.
Yeah. So listen, when you get physical with your man while he sleep and he been working, don't slap
One
me.
time. It was one time.
But it affected my soul.
I tased him one time by accident, and he will never. That was for real. Like, he never let me live it down.
How you tell us about accident?
He
Listen.
wouldn't comply.
Listen. Listen. See, no, she was working for the JSO, and she bent my wrist back for training. All she did was ask me to help you. Can you help me train? I was like, okay, cool. I don't mind. So she grabbed my left wrist and bent it behind my back and pushed me up against the
That's
wall.
how you heard it, right? This hurts, right?
Right. She
It
did
really
that.
did.
And I'm
Pressure
like,
point.
yo, I don't think inmates really act this like compliant. So I was like, I'm gonna be real. I snatched away and said, get off me. And I turned around and I scared her. She had the taser in her hand. That joint went fop,
And
fop,
it was
came
one
out,
time.
shot everything down, you know?
He just
And
he
I'm
never
sitting
let
up
me
there,
live it down.
But
No,
she
I'm
just
not.
asked you,
She's ready,
"Can you
coach."
help me train?"
I
She
did.
asked you, "Can you help me train?" And she showed you what she gonna do if one of them
Why?
inmates.
Why?
I told him don't move, and I meant what I said. You're bad. Thank y'all for tuning into this show.
Okay, so what about when What about when you slapped me out my sleep?
He did something in my dream. I don't remember what it was.
No, I know exactly what it was.
And I woke up and I smacked him. And he sat up, was like, really? And I was like, I don't even know.
No, I
You
know.
woke up and slapped him.
He did something. I don't know.
See, I used to, and I done trained myself not to, but I used to sleep like that and do one of these, and then I hear that the head was.
He dropped his arm because he do that. He'll be like he punching up and he just sit down.
Especially up there.
For the next couple of weeks, it was every time I move, I see a bit.
Yeah.
I'll be like him, hey,
Okay.
Hey.
Tighten
Drop that
that
little
up.
arm on my head. though.
Right.
You know, dropping elbows. See?
They heavy.
Right.
Shoot.
Gotta scoot over. God ain't say be under my armpit.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we love it. Hello. Hey, my fat brother Chip in the chat. Hey, fat brother Chip.
Hey, Chip, how you doing?
Did you see
Chip.
his
Hi,
picture
brother.
taking up all of the circle?
Hey,
Huh?
you leave my brother alone.
Oh,
I love
that's Chip over there.
Yeah, that's fat Chip.
That's him.
Oh,
Yeah.
halfway baptized.
Yeah, that's Mr. Halfway
Yeah.
baptized. Ain't nothing
Yep.
halfway about it, though.
Keeping
With
it
a table
warm a little
leg.
bit. I ain't putting nothing on it for you, though. Put no stank on it. I leave that.
All right, y'all. I want to thank you all for coming through. I appreciate each and every last one of you all for tuning into the Signal 27
Thank y'all.
show, community edition. Just remember, please, if you want to listen to more of the show, go to the webpage. It's at www.thesignal27show.com. You'll be able to listen to all of the Signal 27 show past audios through podcast audio form. If you want to watch or listen to any of the in the community, you can go to any of our live streaming platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. We're on all of those platforms if you want to go and watch what we was talking about. Also, if you want to support the show, you can go to the webpage and purchase the merch. Please, if you purchase the merch, wear a t-shirt, take a picture of it, and send it to us to our email, and we'll go ahead and spotlight you on our webpage. We do thank each and every last one of you all as our supporters. And just remember, we are Jacksonville's #1 live comedy podcast. We are Signal 27. Thank you all for tuning in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, peace production.